So, right, you brought that up, and I would say, for the sake of this, that she was burned so bad that her leg is still there, but it's just not usable at the moment
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure you can't walk away.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
She
at
can't
least you
walk
remember
away.
that. Okay.
Mm.
So last time we played, or previously on the Dark Mist of Ky-Rimus, um, you guys came back into the dungeon or the dwarven ruins, explored it a bit with Mato. You guys learned some more secrets about the dwarven ruins that in this church for a dwarven god, the god of creation. There were four pillars in one of the hallways, and each pillar pointed at the respective king's tower. One of which was the Unhurt King. One thing that I forgot to mention on that is when you read it, the parts that you read was carved on it, like newly carved on it, like someone was angry and carved on it.
Oh.
Yeah, the scriptures behind that is unreadable because of this. So I forgot to mention that.
Mm. It's
On
okay.
yeah, on that carving, you see that you read that whomever wrote this, presumably the Unheard King, has cursed the land, basically saying "fuck you" to everyone.
Mm.
Um, After that, you guys decided to go to Kimal's tower, which is the where the hand is located, and you guys got separated because the hand closed. You went down the tower, which led you to the kingdom of Inundia, which is Laron's kingdom, where you met
Mm.
a dwarvish blacksmith and a crazy scientist guy named Victor. Because of Victor, you managed to get across this lava by using a magical dice that changed shape once you rolled it. Turned into a circle, which is not what you were hoping, but it still managed to get you across. But in the process, Mato ended up with a extremely scarred leg. Um, while that was happening, Zuzo was talking to Yuka, trying to calm her down because she was really scared that she'd never see you again, and she was just so scared that everyone's gonna die and she can't do anything to help it. And Zuzo calmed her down. They also had like a little small talk about personal things, but that's if Zuzo can remember.
Ooh.
Ah,
Ah,
shit.
shit.
And then once you made it across, Zuzo felt this crazy tug from you because you were scared, and came outside, pulled, carried Mato, and you, excuse me, back into this house, and that's where we left off.
Okay.
Currently, Yuka is asleep as you guys enter.
Okay. Is Mato still awake or she
No, the pain was too much for her. She's
She
out.
passed
passed
out.
out? Okay. Uh, oh, what is this song?
I could play
Ah, that's
music.
oh. You like to put pressure. Okay. The sound is scary. Wait, a
Song?
song.
Yeah, you can't hear because you're not in this game.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Mhm. But I'm
but I
playing.
hear it.
It's the rumbling of a volcano.
God, what is with
God,
my
what's
fucking
with my
glasses?
fucking
This is so
glasses? They're so
gross.
gross.
Okay, I'm assuming that when you came in, as soon as you realized it was safe, you did patch up Mato's leg the best you
Yes,
can. You
I had
cooled it
a look
down.
and. Uh,
Mm.
but how is she? How is the leg? What did you decide?
The leg, it's all there, but from the knee down is all black
It has burns.
because yeah, burns.
well, can I use a bit of my magic just to make it my ice magic just to make it a bit colder, you know?
Yeah. Like I would say that you're constantly applying it just for measure. Um, I'm assuming that you guys would just tell each other what happened. You would tell Zuzo what happened.
I tell Zuzo that we found this this kind of city underground, and we found a lot of people, and this place is known, but not by us. So we could get out of it.
So what do you think about that, Zuzo?
To get out.
Get out.
Get out of what? You need to pay attention.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
So basically, Vaya just told you about the city she found underground, and that no one knows about it, but there's a lot of people there.
And we should go to it.
The hand is closed.
God damn it.
They told that there were pieces of bodies, like golem, or I don't know how it is called, but if we find the head, we can control the rest of the body parts, hands and feet, and that someone seems to have taken the control of it.
Did they say what it was? Did they say what it was? The head.
The head.
No.
Huh? What
No.
did you say?
No one told you where the head was.
No, we don't know.
Zuzo, you would remember that there was a goblin in the next house over. This one. I know there's a bunch of stuff between you and that, but this one.
Oh, that one.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I could see it.
See it.
Up and down. See it.
See it.
Now you can see it better. Anyways. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
I guess I
mentioned
mentioned that the goblins in the next house. Maybe we should hold him hostage and ask him what it is.
Maybe we should take a short break because Mato is still not awake, and maybe everyone is a bit tired.
That's true.
Like this, I can recover my spells. I can meditate for a bit.
Okay.
Anyway, this time we brought food and water.
Yeah. Yeah. But oh yeah, wait. Did I take the money off you? Because you paid for it.
I should have like 15 left or something.
22. Okay. Yeah.
22. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And before you came into the house, you looked back, and you saw that the dice shattered because of lava.
And now I'm sad. Do you know how much I paid for this?
But do you guys plan to take a long rest or a short rest? Long rest is minimum 6 hours.
How is the situation around us? Can I? He said that there were goblins around. Is it right?
Yes. Zuza will tell you that there was one in the next house.
Well, maybe we move stuff to cover the entrance because there are not windows, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would also remember that in this direction, you guys fought like 5 goblins, and yeah, you guys had to dodge like some pit holes in this area. And also there's a door right here.
How long does it make that we are walking inside this underground city?
No one knows.
No, we don't know. We can't even evaluate.
Nope. You could try and make a survival check. So you want to make it too?
Sure.
It starts again.
Did you leave your dice over here? Oh.
That's how I was in the bed. I hate it.
18.
18? God. Okay. Zuzo, you would know that it's roughly 5 p.m. and you guys left here around 8 a.m.
Oh, it makes a long time.
About 9 hours you guys been traveling.
Yeah, maybe we should take a rest then. Maybe, well, we need time anyway. Suggest we start resting and we see when Mato is awake, and we see when Mato is awake if we continue.
Alright, what do you think, Zuzo?
Sure.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
And what's the plan?
I don't know. Shut up.
If you don't tell me the plan, we ain't doing it. You need to pay attention.
I'm texting something. Fuck you.
You're making Vaya play by herself. Okay. So about 4 hours go by. Mato doesn't wake up, but Yuka does, and she kind of like rubs her eyes and she looks around and then she sees you and she just smiles and she jumps up and she hugs you and she's like, "Oh, I'm so happy you're okay."
I hug her back. Yeah, we made it, but Mato got wounded. We're just waiting that she wakes up. Like this, we can decide what to do.
And then she looks at the leg and you just see like her smile just goes down to like a frown almost. Like she is definitely scared.
She got burned, but she should be okay. I patched up a bit and I used a bit of magic, then it should be fine. But I don't know if she can still walk or. I just want her to recover for now.
Maybe we should try to like make something for her to help her walk.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Zuzo, you have
kind of stuff.
Zuzo has muscle.
Make her what?
Walk for us.
Well, I mean,
But,
you
A
can.
bandage out of freaking lava?
but in the home we have like pieces of furniture of.
Yeah, you have some cloth, some wood, like a table, a chair, a door.
Okay.
I don't think we really want to destroy the door, but
I'm just giving you guys options.
I would maybe try to make a bandage with a cold bandage, and yeah, we should have something to help her walk, like a stick or anything like that.
sure.
Alright.
Because she
Roll.
hasn't a broken leg. We don't need to
Alright.
immobilize her.
Alright, so you make a band-aid. That's not too hard to do. But Zuzo making stilts for her. Well, Zuzo has to roll.
Oh. 19.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Zuzo just kind of like takes a chair and just rips it in half. And then you guys tie cloth around it so that she could put her armpit under. You guys only make one because she only needs one. But while you're ripping the curtains off the window, Via, you look out the window and you see one single goblin.
No windows.
Wait, there's two. Yeah. You look out the window and you see one little goblin just looking right back at you.
Shit.
and he's like, and he starts running.
Oh shit! Well, I guess we will have to move. That goblin saw me.
Mato's still not awake, so Zuza would have to carry her if you guys want to leave.
But can we wake her up? If
You
I
c-
try to shake her out a bit.
Yeah, you could try. Go ahead, roll.
I try to wake her up.
Mhm.
I make a roll or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Stop. Wake.
Yeah, so you're being careful of her injuries and everything, and like you're shrugging her. You're like, "Hey, Mato, please wake up, wake up. We have to go, we have to go." And then
Sorry.
her eyes like slowly peek open, and she's like, Vi, is that? Oh, what's going on?" And then
You lost consciousness.
yeah, and then while you're saying that, her eyes just like widen as or like they open up extremely wide as all the pain just hits her in the leg, and she just screams in pain. It scares the crap out of Yuka, and but
Oh, you can.
I'm so hungry.
yeah.
I try to calm her down.
Yeah,
I try to read its bites again.
I couldn't hear you because someone was throwing away something.
I'm eating at the same time, then I don't judge.
Ha! Fuck you.
Yeah, but she's not eating something.
I just tell her to try to calm down. That if she needs more ice, I can do it, and she tries to conceal the pain. I don't know.
Okay, so after she's done screaming, she starts taking like deep breaths, and she's like, "Okay, at least I'm not in the lava anymore."
Yeah. Good.
All
I
right,
think we will try again to pass by.
all right. Okay, well, what's going on? Like, well, why do we have to go?
Because a goblin saw me, and I'm sure it will go to warn the others. We have to move before to get a whole army on us.
Okay, okay. Help me up. And then both of you guys pick her up. Zuzo gives her the still, and then Yuka's looking outside, making sure there's no goblins, but there isn't any. These gray shields are the holes that Mato found earlier. Just marking them so you guys could avoid them. So where would you like to go?
No food.
Can we go front on the map? I mean, go out.
Forward?
Yeah. But up.
This is a door.
Ah, this is the door.
This yeah, this is a door. You guys didn't go through this one though, but this is a door.
Calvin.
We never saw it before, right?
What do you want? What?
I mean, that's not the one
Did
from
you do
the.
the dishes?
Yeah, the dishes.
Okay. I was like, where'd all the dishes go?
They went in the dishwasher.
They left the place. They were tired.
Yeah, so this is a door that you guys didn't go through.
Okay.
You guys came through another door that's further up.
Could I recover my stuff then if we took some rest all the same or not? For 4 hours, you said, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cause you're an elf. You only need 4 hours. Yeah. So yeah, you got your spells back. You can also heal back to 22.
Oh,
Hmm.
thank you.
Do you know if we could like not cut it, but what's it called? Cut it at like 9:30 or 10, so I could get enough sleep before work.
Are you sure you're gonna get enough sleep?
So I could get sleep before.
Are you gonna get sleep? Is the question.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna get 8 hours today.
Oh no. Anyways. Yeah. If I can't remember, yeah, I'll see. But yeah. So what do you guys want to do? You guys see a door in front of you. Yeah.
I would go to the door just to check with if there are inscription or anything. I will use the spell to read the.
Nah,
the draft language.
you don't have to. Uh, just by looking at it, you can recognize that it's the same riddle, and then you just
Oh,
and then you speak the words, and then the door opens. But once more, when the door opens, you guys hear a loud alarm. Gung, 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 gung.
well, let's continue
Toe
before
clippers.
they reach us.
Clippers.
Anyway, we were forced to.
Hold on, hold on. What?
Toe clippers.
Toe clippers?
That's cutting my feet.
Okay, so Zuzo, what do you think?
Um, to check,
To
right?
check, right?
The doors just opened, and you guys hear an alarm.
Uh, so we just
So we
left
just left
the
the
building that we
building
were
that
in,
we were in,
or
or
we
we
already
Mhm.
left?
left.
You guys already left.
So we're going to that.
Like this is the building, and you guys just
Oh,
went that
okay,
far.
I'm looking at the
Oh,
wrong
I'm
one.
looking at the wrong one.
We're out.
Look for another way.
No, it's open. Violet
it's
just opened
open.
it. It's just that there's an alarm.
Just go.
Just go-
Just fucking
just-
go through it.
Just making sure. Just making sure you're on the same boat. You guys go through, and you guys see 3 buildings. Or yeah.
Is there a way to close the door again or not?
Yes,
Yeah,
there's a lever on this side.
Yeah, we close the door.
Okay, make a strength check, unless you want Zuzo to do it.
Oh, both of us do
Okay.
it.
Let's do it.
Last.
We all do it because I'm not
5.
now.
Okay, no problem. Just like before, Via, you start pushing on it because Mato can't do it. Yuka's too small, and you're just trying to keep everyone safe. And then Zuzo walks over and starts pushing on it too. You're breathing into the mic.
As usual.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then just lunges forward and flip the switch. The doors closes, but the alarm is still burn.
Yeah, but at least they shouldn't be able to come
Yes.
in.
So from what you can see, this right here is a pile of rubble. There's a bunch of boxes, wooden contraptions, and you do see some the occasional blacksmith apron. This building is the church that you guys were originally in. You see 2 doorways leading inwards, and these 2 buildings, you have no idea what they are. Over here is the giant pieces of rubble. It's like a bunch of rocks and everything that you guys climbed through before, and then something fell on Zuzo's tail and then almost got you guys killed.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you,
Maybe we should explore the buildings.
which one?
Maybe the smaller one.
Okay,
Start with.
so you go in. Since you guys have to go
Just
one
make
at a time.
perception before to go in because I don't want to fall on.
Okay.
I don't want to die. Not yet, please.
So make a check.
Wow, so useful as usual. I love it.
Yeah, you don't hear anything out of the ordinary, and you think everything's safe, and you just run in. Coming inside, you see a bunch of the table has been flipped on its side. You see some of the chairs flipped on its side. You do see a desk in the corner. Yep. Yeah, desk in this. Select. There we go. In this corner. It's like it's been looted. You see a bunch of paper everywhere, and all the drawers are wide open. When you look into this room, you see a bedroom. Seems to be like one person just slept here. Along the walls, you see imprints of some type of symbol. There used to be like a holy symbol there, but now it's just dust. Someone must have taken it.
Do we find anything like books or any other special room, secret room?
Not with that check, no.
Okay.
Should I lord check?
I don't know, do you?
I guess.
I want to make a check too, in case I find something interesting about
14.
hotels.
14.
Wow, 7. If I keep going, I will take 8, 9, 10, and then 11.
Eventually you'll get to 20. Yeah. Looking into this building, yeah, nothing special about it. Making a much more thorough check, you can assume that the leader of the church slept here.
Mm.
Okay. Well, there's nothing for us here in Sips, then maybe we should check the other building.
Okay. You want to go in first, or you want Zuzo to go in first?
And we make a perception check just to make sure. Just to try to do something useful. Wow, I'm so useful as usual. Wow.
Okay, so you start looking around, and you see that Mato's having like a really hard time walking up the still. So like you like walk up to her and you're like, okay, come on, we have to get going, You're just concentrating on helping her. Yeah. Yuka is like frantically looking around, making sure nothing's coming, and she says, "There's goblins over there."
Where?
Over which
Oh,
side?
there.
Oh, over there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should enter the second building before they get to us
Okay.
or see us.
So Zuzo walks in first. Mato's behind. Vaya's right there. Yuka's in the back.
Why is you gonna be in the back?
Because Vaya's helping Mato and Yuka's keeping the watch. So,
Okay.
as soon as you enter, you see a bunch of paper scattered across this room and a desk at the far corner or this side. That's where you first see. Once you enter, everyone comes in. Vaya, I'm assuming you close the door afterwards.
Yeah. We take all precautions always.
Mm-hmm. And from what you can see in here, there are no windows. Looking into this far room, you see another desk. Another desk. Getting a nice angle, you can see that there are multiple desks in this room. Yeah, that's what you guys see in here.
It's like an administration building or something.
Yeah, that's what you can assume.
Okay. Can I check the place, look around, and things like that?
Mm-hmm. So you explore the area.
Yeah.
Coming into this, you find a bunch of books. Most of the shelves are like knocked down, and the books are kind of scattered everywhere. Coming in here, you find a toilet.
Wow.
Coming in here, you find a bedroom.
Is there anything the library or in the bedroom which seem interesting or anything which attracts the attention?
In the bedroom, you see a picture of what you think is a female dwarf. I don't know. The beard is still kind of throwing you off.
I see what you did here. Okay.
Would you?
Wow, so much style, yeah. Pretty dwarf ladies.
But Zuzo, you're in the other room. You know goblins are coming. What do you want to do?
I know that goblins are coming.
No, I'm asking Zuzo. I know you know, but I'm asking Zuzo because he's in the room with the door.
We haven't blockaded, right?
Nope.
We blockaded then.
With what?
There was a desk right there.
Yeah.
Desk, anything that's there. Probably the bed.
There's echo from you too now.
Okay, so make a strength check. See how fast you do.
Oh shit. Nope.
Okay, what'd you get?
3.
3. Okay, so you walk over and you start like trying to pull it, but then like you're slipping on the paper that's on the ground, and you're getting kind of mad, and then Yuka runs over, and Mato scoots to the side because she knows that you guys are moving the desk, and she starts lifting it up with you, and she's having a hard time too.
Oh.
But then you see like her face goes from like like this happy to like sad because saw Mato's leg, and now she's like, yeah, she's mad and she's trying to lift it up, and you guys lift it up and you guys push it
Okay.
because
Yeah, is not happy.
if you guys can't remember, Yuka asked Zuzo in the last session, how do you remain so calm? And he says, I'm just mad all the time. And she's like, being mad.
So cute.
So now she's
so cute.
yeah, she's trying to be mad more, basically.
Ah, Papa Zuzo.
I so can figure that the kid will do this. I come
Be
back
more
because
angry.
I hear people getting angry in the other room. I wonder
Yeah,
why.
you just hear "Rah!" and then
What is it
You
about?
should hear Zuzo just like quietly clapping in the background.
Can you calm down, please?
yeah. So you come in and you see Yuka and Zuzo just kind of like giving each other like a look, like good job look,
A thumbs up.
and then like you look at Mato's face and Mato just has like fear.
She's scared of it. Of it.
She's
Questionable?
it's questionable. Like she doesn't know if she should be afraid or not, but she's very confused.
It's okay, Mato. Don't worry. They are in their normal state. I assure you. Nothing wrong.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Maybe we should wait and make sure the goblins aren't close. There's no window in any part of the home, right?
There was in the bedroom, but looking at it, it looks at the wall, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
no one's gonna see anything.
Well, we should stay quiet for now and listen if anything is coming to our direction.
Okay. Yeah. Make perception checks. Everyone.
Well, will I be?
13.
But no, seriously?
What did she get?
No.
She got a 1 again.
One again.
No, you have to call it shitty. Remember, you have to call it shitty.
Oh, I'm so glad that we are not in battle yet. I can
Yeah.
just kill it goblins.
Okay. So
What is he
Mato.
doing?
So Yuka's kind of looking at you, Zuzo, and she's like, hey, "Is that how you do it? Right? You just." "Grr." And she's not really paying attention to the door. and Mato's just confused. And what'd you get, Zuzo?
I got a 13.
13. You hear some chattering as outside, like, and then you hear. Well, everyone will hear that as the door that you guys came through opens up, and then closes.
The big door that we came through with the alarm.
This one.
Is the alarm still in here?
Yes. You can hear it, but because of the walls are like kind of thick, it's like very faint, like.
Okay. Then we can assume they just passed through the door, but I'm not sure.
You know, right now you can make an Arcana check to see if goblins are capable of casting the spell. Yeah, no, goblins did not make this spell. Someone else did made it on the door. It's definitely not a goblin.
But it's new because before we came in, we didn't have any alarm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Then
so
it means someone possibly came in the city after us. Strange. Um,
Yuka would say, or they live in the city and saw us leave.
maybe. But we met no one else than goblins, and we don't know. Maybe there are dwarfs around still. Is it possible?
And Yuka's like, do we have to check every building?
No, no, we don't have to, but right
Good.
now we were forced to hide. But
Yes.
we are we far away from this place with the hidden tower? The Tower of the Silent King?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Um. Yes, you are extremely far away. It's on the other side of the map.
Oh yeah.
It's northwest, so that way.
Okay. But we have to continue our way to this place because. But we can't pass from. We can't. Mm, Wait. We need to find a passage. Or we go. Or we go down, or we go up. But the
Uh,
church we saw it already, right?
You guys went through the church. You guys found some anvils on the inside. On top, you found some chests that contain some more obsidian. Zuzo grabbed some. You guys came through a broken window, a large broken window, and you guys were traveling through the rubble, this part of the rubble, to get to the church in the first place.
Okay. I would suggest we go down, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. If is anyone okay with it?
Mato's like, whatever gets us there sooner.
What about Luca and Zuzo?
Yeah, Zuzo, what do you think?
Sure.
How,
I wasn't looking at my photos, so I was just spacing out.
so how do you think you guys should get to the other side of the map?
I can't even see that, dude. Not sure.
Wow. Via says she wants to go down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe we should just go down that path where the goblin was came through. English speak tired.
Okay. So you guys wait like a couple more minutes and actually yeah, so Zuzo, you don't hear any more goblins after like another 10 minutes. You don't hear any more goblins chitter chit. But you do still hear the loud alarm. Burn, 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 burn. Or actually everyone would hear that, but yeah. You guys gonna wait for the alarm to die down, or because Zuzo will tell you, I'm pretty sure, since you're not talking. But he'd tell you guys that he doesn't hear any more goblins.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
we should. Someone wants to check.
Yeah, I guess I'll check.
Maybe Zuzo wants to check because I don't think I'm the best to do that now.
Nope. 8.
What did you have?
Yuka says, it's really hard to hear because the alarm.
Yeah, and maybe they're just. Okay, wait, I'm just looking if I have anything which. I suggest that we open the door and I use my dancing lights to come out of it and see if anything goes against them.
Okay.
It can
So
be an idea.
yeah, okay. So you cast dancing light. Do you want one big one or 4 small ones?
Maybe. Zuzo, what do you think is best? That I use one single light or several ones like this? Maybe they are a bit confused if there are several enemies.
I guess
I guess
single one.
single one.
Oh yeah,
Single
like
one?
multiple ones.
Multiple one.
Okay.
Single,
That.
multiple, totally different thing.
Totally different.
What? There you go. And
They're making a nest, Alvin.
okay, you can now control all of them via. Where would you like them?
Well, first they go out and just put them a bit like that. There's one too much.
Oh, I knew that.
I can cast four
Mhm.
of them, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I do that.
yeah, so you're picking up the door to do this. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And this one. You guys left the door open in this house, and a goblin comes out to examine this light, and he's like, "Ooh."
I make it go as far as I can, like just keep going this part.
Let's see.
How long is the radius?
Pretty far. She can cast them pretty far.
Yeah, it's good for me.
But you basically have to see it or can imagine where it is. So, like for example, you can't go past the church basically because you've never been on the other side. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
But
So,
I can guess I can see a bit of light.
yeah.
Field, and I can guess it goes further, and
Yeah.
I just can't really know where it is.
Yeah. So you see him, this goblin, look back into the house and like, and you hear some more, and then this guy chases this light into the building, and then you see one more guy come out, and he's like kind of confused. He's like looking at his friend. He's like, oh, and he sees this one, and he tries to like attack it, but it doesn't do anything.
Just make it go further.
Yeah, but this door is closed, so
yeah,
you can only go so far.
Not further than the door, but just to attract his attention.
Okay.
Away from us.
Okay. So I'll say that the light's right next to the door, and he's like right here. This guy's further in, which you can still see, and yeah, no other goblins come out.
We should go fast, and maybe I just leave the other lights disappear, maybe just to make sure.
Okay. So you guys.
And we go.
Yeah, you guys go, and you guys are walking or like jogging pretty slow because Mato's kind of like lagging behind, but you guys eventually get across. Once you reach this point, Mato sees the lava and she's kind of like scared, but it's going underneath the road that you guys are on. And these guys won't be here anymore, so yeah, from what you can see, it's clear.
I just have a question. Can we go there? Here?
Where?
Do you see my
here?
No, this place. Do you see the
use here? the ruler. Use the ruler.
Oh, sorry. How can I use it?
Press the ruler and then.
I got it.
Yeah.
Here? Is there anything here or not?
Oh yeah, so that's just like a bunch of stalactites. You could travel through, but it would be like kind of rough.
Oh, okay. Then we continue down. But maybe we make perception check all the same, just to make sure.
I'm gonna have to turn this off and go to the iPad since my phone's dying.
Okay. make a perception check, Zuzo, when you can.
Where's my iPad? I was using it for little freaking dice.
Oh, so yeah, Zuzo was looking for his iPad, and the iPad was underneath the dice.
15.
What?
It
15.
happens.
15. Okay. So with everyone's perception, except for Mato's just kind of like really having a hard time looking around. You guys can notice that the door is closed for one. This door is closed. You see footprints leading upwards and coming through here, recent ones, so you could assume that that's the goblins that came by. You also see a sewer or a manhole right here. You can assume that's all sewage. And yeah, you can also see the tower off in that direction. You see the other tower about that direction, the one that all the goblins are leading to.
We should continue by the. Oh, there's a small path here. Is it right?
So right about here is a sewer. Yeah, there's a small path here leading to the tower.
Oh, okay. That's not the one is interesting for us.
Yeah, this the one that you guys first went into. The one with the telescope on top. What was his name? Dwinarv, the King of Shadows.
Okay, then we have to go up here. Continue away. Right way.
Okay.
Such much noise.
You could remember that some of these houses have bridges on top, so you guys could travel by roof if need be.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
To spare also because like this Mato can walk less stressfully, I would say.
Okay. So you guys go into the house, or before you do so, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna check.
Yes. It's not so bad.
No, yeah, it's better than your normal.
I use two one instead of one.
Oh my god, why is it? There we go. 11. Yeah. And Yuka, for some reason, can't seem to pinpoint anything, but yeah.
Did you need me to roll?
No. Vile, you don't hear anything.
Huh?
You don't
Hear
hear
something?
No, you don't. No.
Okay.
You're checking the house, you don't hear anything. You open it and like all the other houses, everything's like thrown on the ground, but you do see a dead goblin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dead goblin.
Yeah, examining it, this guy's been dead for like weeks.
Ew.
Okay, then it's not our business, I guess. But can I know what killed him or?
There's a giant slash mark, but if you want to like make a thorough check, you could do a medicine or survival check. So roll d20.
Just for curiosity.
Yeah. Looking at the wound, it is humongous. And you're like, oh man, I feel sorry for this guy. And then you look closer into it, and it seems a bit magical. And you can tell by the shape of it, it came from like a great axe.
Bars! Bars around!
It's T-Bone.
I know it's T-Bone.
Everything is evil around it. Okay, then, well, it's not our business anyway, then we go...
You left this fucking great axe there?
No. The wound
Oh, okay.
is the shape of
I
it.
just saw it. I didn't... there's no other thing.
Yeah, and you do see stairways going up.
I'm just playing like this Scope series. This guy is dead for weeks. Oh, it seems to be enough.
Yeah, so
The sexy woman just come up saying stuff very slowly and just taking her glasses off slowly.
Yeah.
seems like I don't want to draw it. Seems like this person has been dead.
Investigation.
Okay, so you guys climb up, You see a ceiling trap door, and you open it, and you climb up. Zuzo helps Mato get up, and Zuzo also helps you get up, and then Zuzo comes out last, and you guys are now on top of the roof. From up here, you can see the golden tower. Or grabbed one of you guys. Grab Mato, put it back. You guys can see the golden wall that you guys had to go through with the emblem. You do see a pathway to get there. You see the infamous stairs that all three of you guys fell down. You do see a way to the tower. You do also remember that on this tower, there was a way to get to the small arena that you guys found with the broken cage.
Ah, yeah, I remember now. Oh, yes. Well, it doesn't interest us right now. I mean, we just found out that there was something big and dangerous near this place, then we don't want to check it out second time.
By this point, Yuka pulls Zuzo aside and says to Zuzo, I feel a tug.
Didn't she tell me that she felt a tug when Casey's hand? Am I smart enough to think about it?
It's your call.
I guess
She feels a tug when
Zuzo
what?
would
I
just
didn't
sigh.
So Yuka is whispering to Zuzo right now, so it's okay that you don't hear.
Yeah, I don't hear it, but it's just out of the
Yeah,
reality.
Yuka feels a tug.
Same as Zuzo?
Mhm.
Oh, she didn't tell it. Okay.
You've also felt a tug before.
Too?
Yeah, after you got shot by a goblin and you woke up in Zuzo's arms. When Zuzo when when Zuzo was in danger, you felt a tug.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So Zuzo, what do you say to Yuka? Aside from just sighing, unless that's it.
Follow the tug.
What? Well, but why? You,
Just trust me.
but you also told me to ignore it.
Right now, just follow it.
Okay, so everyone will see this as Yuka points this way.
Why are you pointing
Okay.
at this way?
No reason why. And she puts her hand down. She's kind of like do 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 do.
Yuka.
To go that way.
Are you hiding something?
No.
Well, I won't insist, but you know you can trust me, right?
Mhm.
You don't need to hide things from me.
Mhm.
Okay, let's continue then. Is it something dangerous anyway, or not?
I don't know.
We have no choice. Anyway, if we stay here, not a good thing either. Then let's continue.
Okay. So you guys are going towards the door that you guys need the emblem to open, or you're gonna go towards the tower?
Depends if anyone wants to go back to the tower for a reason, but on my side,
To the door.
I would have asked Mato if she wanted to stay in the tower, but leaving her alone is not a good idea at all. And
Yeah. And then Mato says, "Look, if you need to leave me, then leave me. I can take care of myself. And if I'm in a tower, then I'm always able to watch you guys, so long as you don't walk to the other side of the city."
Yeah,
But
you are wanted, and if anything comes to the tower, you're all alone, and it's not what we want. Especially if you have your.
True, but as far as I know, I'm just holding you guys down. You guys are going much slower than you need to be.
That's not the problem.
Yeah, but it is a problem.
Boy.
And then she will tell you that if the other doors were trapped with an alarm, we need to find a way to go around. Because if we just trigger every alarm, then we're just calling everyone to come eat us.
anything to make the alarm stop since we don't even know what is causing this.
You do know it's magical, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't have a spell to erase it, I guess.
Hmm.
Maybe Amato has?
Nope.
No.
I'm only here to shoot stuff.
I'm here for the battle.
And apparently lose a leg. I guess that's good luck, right? Break a leg.
That's a point I wanted to speak about because if we start the alarm, what the other guy said in the Eden CD is that the Silent King doesn't want to be disturbed, and if we try to go there and the alarm starts, it won't help at all. Since we are not meant to make any noise, if I understood.
Yes, I remember that. That dwarf told us, yes. So, there's got to be another way around.
Well,
you
can pass
you
from
would
the tower.
Via, you would know that through this tower, you guys came through. You guys can pass through the wall.
Yeah, I guess we do that. Have the choice.
Okay, to the tower.
To the tower.
You guys walk over.
This bed.
You guys walk over, and Via, you're keeping a close eye on Yuka, and you see her still looking off into this direction, as if she's trying to say something. But you guys walk over once more. If you want to say something, say something.
No, I just want to ask if everything is alright.
Yeah, everything's fine. This way. And then she walks over.
She doesn't trust me anymore.
What'd you do?
I'm so sad.
And then you guys walk into the tower. Boom! See, it even fits for the tower. It's so cool. I love this.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow, magic.
And I forgot where to put this entrance, so I'll just say you guys find it. No problem. And you guys come out on the other side.
Just magic.
Yeah, you got. By the way, you guys aren't in lava. Okay, you guys are walking on a road. You guys do see lava around you, but you're walking on a road.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see now that you're on the other side of the wall. And this building right here is the one with the arena. The small arena. Very small.
Okay.
Hello.
So where would you guys like to go?
Well, we have to go up anyway.
Go up, yeah.
And then we have to reach this place with the fountain.
Yep. So you remember the way. Now coming through here, you see another entrance or exit right here. And it leads into some caves that's far off. So you mark it down your map as a possible exit.
Yes. Alright. I do that.
You guys come through. And you guys see the fountain that you guys originally came from. And you see the building you see a giant building.
Well, that's the place. I guess we have to get in and try to see if that's the tower we are looking for.
You hear off in the distance. From this direction. From this direction.
Alright, pardon.
We are.
Where?
I don't know.
What?
Okay, so in this one, you guys.
We know this building.
Yeah, this one has Dwenar's secret entrance.
Oh,
This one you guys never been into. This one you never been to. But yeah, this one had stairs leading upstairs that led into like a small living quarter. There was a bunch of paper on the ground, and then Yuka found a wooden panel. She pulled it open, and then you guys went inside. And this is also when Yuka showed her powers by levitating a coin to her, which she still has.
This
This
area.
area.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we're
So we're
going in
going in
circles.
circles.
Yes, but you guys are supposed to come here.
Mm.
Cause Via would have told you that that the dwarf that she met back in Andia said that the unheard king's tower is by the water fountain right here.
Okay.
That's why we want to get inside this building because we think it's safe, but
Mm-hmm.
we also need to be discreet because he said that we had to be silent and otherwise the king doesn't like it. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. So once more, now since some time has passed, you hear more laughter as these goblins are doing something. You do hear some pots and pans clanking, and you hear some like swishing, king, king.
What are they doing again? Okay. Then we go out to this. The sounds are getting closer. Is it right?
No, they're the same. They're the same volume. Like they're not moving, but they're laughing and they're clanking on something over there.
Can someone have a look, discreet look on why I don't have anything to check this kind of stuff?
So Yuka runs over.
Give me a I get that back.
And then
Yuka, don't go so fast, please. What do you want to do?
you said someone go look, and you don't want to
Yeah,
look,
but
and Zuzu doesn't want to look, so I'll go look, and she's
yeah, but you
trying
have to be super careful.
to. Mm-hmm.
Just looking if I have anything. Can I make a? No, it's a disguise self.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well put it.
Which means that you could disguise yourself as a goblin. It's an illusion though, so if someone was to attack above the goblin figure, they'd hit you in the face.
If someone attacks, you mean?
Yeah, so where's my thingy? Okay.
But I can't change my body type.
Yeah. So I just want to show you examples. So this
Is it view to change road by this by to order to physical inspection?
okay.
To use this.
Okay, you see my stick figure?
The fuck is your stick figure?
Wait.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
See it.
So you're that tall, okay?
Yeah.
And the goblin's about this tall.
Yes.
Right?
Just
So
kick it, please.
so if someone shot an arrow over here, they think they missed the goblin, but it actually hits you.
But why do you say this to me?
No, I'm just giving you a heads up. If you because if you turn
they will be shot in some moments, and if you hear, you get the
no, yeah.
the arrow.
Like if they think they missed the goblin and it sees that the arrow gets stuck in midair, then they're like, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just giving you a heads up. Just giving you a heads up.
Okay, then I can take the appearance of anything looking like humanoid. Is
Mhm.
that right?
So you could
I
look like a
take
goblin.
the shape of a goblin.
Yes.
Okay.
None of us kick you.
I mean, Zuza, what do you think you should do? I mean, you hear some clinking, some pots and pans clanking, some swords clashing, and goblins laughing.
Not even going there.
Yeah, but I don't know how many are they.
And Amato's like, someone's got to check, or we hide.
Well, I can check. I can take the shape of a goblin for a bit, and then I get a fast look, but discreet, so that they don't see me. In the meantime, stay back and stay close of the home if you have to hide.
Okay, so we're gonna hide in this building, and
The
we're
one
gonna
we know.
and we're gonna wait for you.
Stay at the entrance.
Okay. Okay.
Not don't get inside yet. And can I try my spell right now just to make sure I can transform?
Mm-hmm. So you take form of a goblin. How do you want to look? Do you want to look pretty or ugly?
I want to look like the others, but maybe I can have a mark that makes think I am like they can recognize me.
Okay, so you remember the dead goblin that you guys just found in the house with the giant axe mark on it, and you're like, yeah, I could just copy that, and then I could leave that scar on his collarbone. So everyone looks at you, and you seem to shrink in size as you turn into this reddish goblin with like pointy ears and big bulb eyes and just a long scar on your chest, and you put some pots and pans on you, and you're holding a dagger.
Okay. Do I look pretty?
This will be like sexy,
sexy.
just like
Just like
sarcastically.
You're
Uh,
sexy, whatever you are, you're sexy.
Yuka would say, if if I knew that the blah 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 blah, I
Blah
can't.
blah blah.
Apparently, I can't speak. Yuka would say, if I didn't know that was you, I probably would have shot you.
That's nice to hear from you. You're so cute. Okay, I just will have a look, but I won't try to interact with them. I don't speak Goblin, then I don't want
Okay.
to ruin everything.
just
But
be like, have you
Have
seen
you
Looney
seen
Tunes?
Looney Tunes?
Just be like what Bugs Bunny does to check the other guys by cross dressing. Just like woo.
Okay. So you walk up here to try to see.
I try not to be seen at
Oh,
first, right?
okay, okay, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
I don't want them to come to me and speak and like yeah.
yeah. So you peek over this house,
Yeah.
and you don't see anything, but you still hear a bunch of clanking and everything, and like you slowly but surely make your way closer and closer till you get to about like right here, hiding behind this building. You see over here a group of goblins looking in towards the end of this road,
Uh-huh.
and
What are they doing?
they're cheering. That's what it looks like. They're cheering.
Can I know what is the clinking song? What are they doing?
These three in particular, they're jumping and they're bashing their pans together to make like a loud noise, but they're cheering. You can see that they're like happy and they're jumping, but yeah, they're looking inside. You'd have to get a better angle to see what's inside, but as of right now, you cannot.
Can I still have a look? I try to be not to be seen yet. If they are too focused on what is in the end of the road, maybe I can go behind just to have a look.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Oh my god.
You're trying to get closer, so
Please, wait, I must say, Chitty!
yeah. See,
Oh,
see.
Oh,
So
Jesus Christ.
so like only Via, only in your eyes you see your full body, and you're like, you know, like dink dink dink, and then like you see like some rocks on the ground. You're like just avoiding them. You're like, don't kick the pebbles, and you get like you get about right here before you see, and you look inside. Oh no, I stretched you. Don't.
And suddenly you turn bigger. You take
Yeah.
two
The magic backfires and you turn bigger.
Yeah.
So you look over here, and you see Anzen, the little halfling that you saw traveling with Kenshi, and he's currently fighting like this bigger buffer goblin around this fountain. There's a fountain here.
Wait, and if I understand well, this halfling is here, and there are three goblins, and he's fighting a bigger one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, and it seems to be a fight to death, right? Not
Yes.
like, oh, I'm happy, I want to try out my strength, and no.
Yes.
Okay.
You also know That this building that you're right next to is the building that all the goblins are going to.
Shit. Shit, shit, shit. What did it do? I
Well,
have to
these
intervene.
yeah, these goblins are cheering, and only one goblin is fighting.
What is the other one?
This one?
Yeah, this one. What is
Yeah,
it?
he's just a bigger, buffer goblin.
Then these two are fighting, right?
Yes.
This one is just looking and
No,
the
no,
three
that
are...
one, the gray is a fountain.
Ah, that's a fountain. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And the three others are just cheering. Oh, wow, what can I do? Um, they all too busy to notice anything, right?
Yes.
Um, oh, I can understand. No, it's not what I want to do. In which state is the halfling?
He's pretty beat up. Like you see,
Yeah,
so you do see it like a little bit of blood, but he seems to be holding out.
he won't last for long, right?
No, no, he could last a while, but like you definitely see like some bruises on him. But he's still punching, he's still kicking, and he's still yelling.
Okay. Um. Can I? I don't know if I make the time to run back to my friends, in fact, and go back to him then. Maybe can I cast which I can cast and keep my goblin form or not?
I think I don't think so. Let's see, disguise self. Yes, yes, you can. Wait. Um, yes, you can cast.
I can cast if I want. Okay. I can send a message to the halfling, right?
Yes, he's close enough.
Okay. And I can make a long message. I don't have a limit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the others I can't. Okay. Um, I I don't know what to do, to be honest. Hmm.
If you want some time to think, I could RP with Zuzo.
Maybe should I just... Can I cast dancing light right in the middle of the fountain to attract everyone's attention? A big light.
Yeah, you can try. So you
I would
just
like to do that.
okay. So you summon this giant light that radiates from the fountain. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Before the light attracts this goblin, Anza gets punched in the face. Bah! As he was kind of distracted because of the light. But
Oh, poor Anson.
but these other three, they're just kind of like hey, and they start looking around and they notice you now.
But if I
Pose.
mean I cast I cast the thing over the fountain.
Yeah, yeah.
They
But
noticed me all the same?
well, because they were kind of confused, they were talking to each other, and then like one of them turned their head to talk to the other, and then saw you in the corner of their eye.
Okay, well, for now they just see me as a goblin, and
Yes.
I won't do anything. Can I send a message to the halfling now?
Mm-hmm.
I tell him it's if you look down in my direction, you see a goblin with a scar. It's a friend. He recognized my voice, right? He can recognize.
Yes, and he can reply too.
Okay.
So
It's a...
so you say that, and you see him like fixing his chin because he got hit, and then he looks at you and he goes, "Via, is that you?" In the mind, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. And
from
I
your
said
perspective,
yes.
yeah. Before you speak, this goblin moves over to you, and he's like,
That's exactly what I told him last time.
but you stand there awkwardly. But yeah, now you can reply.
I don't mind him for now.
Mhm.
Since I don't answer, I don't do anything. I just say that he goes fast to me since the others are busy with the light and we join the others.
He would reply, "They have Kenchi. They'll kill him if I don't fight."
Fuck. Why?
And then he and you see that he punches the goblin in the face. Bah! And then the goblin turns around and is like, God! They just start fighting again.
Okay.
And
I don't have an answer. The other. Can I just make a gesture to this one
then,
to follow me?
okay. So you make the gesture and you start walking.
Yeah, I walk away in this direction.
This you hear. Hey, go. As these two are still cheering and this guy follows you.
Okay, since I don't want to attract more attention, I keep going.
Okay, so
At this point, maybe before I reach the others, at this point,
Mhm.
here,
Mhm.
can I just do like, oh look, there's a light here, or anything to keep it busy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So before that happens, Zuzo,
Yeah.
you see Yuka. She's like looking through looking at the door, and you get the idea that she's feeling that tug again, but she's like pointing in a direction. She's looking that way.
Which way is my
My
husband
husband
on
on
this
this
side?
side.
We can't
Can't
see the
see the
line.
line.
Oh,
Oh,
I guess we go
I
down
guess
that
we
way.
go down that way.
There's a door. And Mato looks at you guys and she's like, "Okay, what am I missing here?"
He's like, shh.
He's like,
Like, Yuka, right? Like, what's going on?
I'm guessing, let me see.
And you still hear the clanking and the shouting in the distance.
I guess,
I guess
so, like,
like,
go that way.
go that way that
You guys
you guys
pointing
pointing
to
to
the door.
the door.
Okay, so yeah, there's a door. You also see a lever. You remember you push this lever to close the door. You don't know if it's gonna open it.
I'll try it.
Try it.
Okay, you pull the lever.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn it.
Damn it. 6.
Man, this is much easier when Vi was here. And then Yuka walks over, and Mato's like, "What are you guys doing?" And then with both you and Yuka pulling. Dirt.
What the hell did you do? Why did you do that?
So, Vaya, you hear this. And the goblin friend that you're with is like, huh? And he starts rushing up ahead.
It's
Suzo with the.
If you want to try to do something before he turns the corner.
Trip him. Trip him.
I won't try to get him back because if I go fast like this, I'm afraid I get an arrow or anything in my face. Like in the hurry.
So do you just follow?
Yeah, I follow, but I keep safe distance.
Okay. So about when you guys get around right here, he yells and something in Goblin, and then he looks at you and he points, and then he turns back around to start running this way to be with his friends.
But I prevent him from doing so.
How?
He's not with a weapon right now, right?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I just
He.
push him? I push him back, like I forbid him to go further.
Okay.
I guess I'm stronger than a goblin, right?
No, you have to make a check, just to be sure.
Oh, good.
So
Good, Maya.
so you go to push him, boom,
I just want him to stop.
yeah, and he doesn't stop, but he looks at you as he kind of like pushes you away, and then he says something in Goblin like, "You were having and then yeah,
What's
because
wrong with you?
yeah, pretty much, and then you see that his eyes open up a bit, like as if he just realized something, and then he starts running, sprinting.
Ah, shit.
Spitting at
Okay.
Spitting at her?
No, away.
I abandon my ship.
Okay.
I get back to normal and I rush to the group.
Okay. You rush back down, and you see Yuka and Zuzo opening by the lever, and Mato's just like face palming.
And I'm a bit angry, and I kind of I scold them like, "What are you doing?"
Mother's bad.
And Yuka looks at you, Zuzo. What are we doing?
Yes, what are you doing?
Let me talk.
She's pissed. She has the right to talk.
I guess I would say that last time me and you talked about the polling that Kenshi was near, so she felt the polling, and Kenshi, and then trying to figure out Kenshi is here or not.
Well, congratulations, because there is Kenji around, but with your plan, it's just more difficult now to get him back. Like, tell them what. But I'm very hungry. They see I'm very hungry.
Yep. Yep. Even Mato is
really,
scared
really
of you.
hungry, and I tell them what I saw and who and why and.
This is all just like
Congratulations.
she's being scolded. like a bored husband.
Yeah, and like Yuka's kind of like looking down and like kicking a rock and just like, I'm sorry.
Now we have to intervene because there's a halfling still fighting the goblin which came to warn his friends, and now we're here, and they have Kenji.
And by this point, you hear as you see Adson running towards you guys.
We're still so efficient. Okay.
So, and then he sees that the door is open. And he's like, go, 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 go.
But where is Kenji?
He can't really talk right now. He's
Later,
sprinting.
let's just
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't care. I want to know where is Kenji first. When he comes near, I just want him to tell.
I guess
Okay.
someone just like grab you can't go through the door because that's
Okay.
the reason why he wanted to go in there.
Okay, oh, that's fair. So while Vaya and Mato are like waiting for a reply, Zeus.
I'm not waiting. I'm about to go with Mato. I tell her to go front, but I want to know. I shout to the guy, where is
Yeah.
Kenji?
Yeah, you're like,
While he runs.
And you're like, "Where's Kenchi?" And he's just running, and you see four goblins chasing him.
Damn it,
He's like, "Go, go!"
Okay, I just but Zuzo, you have to help Mato.
You look at Zuzo and Yuka are booking it. They're not even.
Oh my god.
While you're carrying Yuka, she's just pointing towards the tug, and you're
I can
just
just see her like a straight face, just like, eh.
yeah, and you just see Zuzo and Yuka running straight down the street. So what?
Alright.
so
Thank you. You
so
did your job till the end. I guess we have to run.
At least he bonded.
again.
At least
Yeah,
he bonded
so-
with Yuka, like what Rhea wanted.
There are other ways to do that. People behind.
so you start helping Mato through the door.
I
Yeah.
cast darkness to cover the trace as we can,
Okay.
but behind of the halfling.
Yeah, yeah. And that's your second level.
That's second level.
Okay. So
I
as you
didn't cast any yet.
so as you walk out, you cast darkness on the group of the goblins, and you see right behind you is Anzin running outside, and he's like, "They're still behind us. Keep going."
And we can't even close the door.
No, because the lever's on the other side.
Oh, what the fuck?
Fuck.
But Zuzo, and you see Zuzo and Yuka, and they're like really, really far.
Well, we
Because-
follow them, and we don't have any ID. But I tell them, "Can you please wait for us?"
What do you think, Zuzo? You're the one carrying her.
Zuzu would be just like, go fast.
Yeah, so you're like, "Can you wait for us, please?" And he's like, "Go faster!"
He's kind of mad that she lectured him, so he's like, no pity on you.
Oh no!
You will surely get something on your ass, but you will see.
So
Because you pissed off the witch.
as you guys are running, you hear Anzin going, "Oh, dang it! Well, think words. Oh, words. As he's running alongside you guys, and you see underneath the band-aid that you put around Mato's leg, you see this light coming from it as Anzin's trying to heal it so that she can run faster.
Oh.
So cute. Okay, we try to keep going. I
Yeah.
don't know where they want to stop, but
Yeah, Zuzo. So Zuzo, bringing it over here. Yeah. You guys are still sprinting.
They were just.
Yuka's not even running, she's just. Yuka's not even running. She's in his arms.
Yeah. And Via and Mato, you guys get a bit further, and you look behind and you see the goblins come out, and they're looking around for you guys, and they see you guys immediately, and then now they're going to start chasing after you guys.
Can I cast dagger?
Yeah.
Cloud of daggers to close the way for us. Like this, if they see the daggers raining, maybe they won't follow.
Okay, so the shield's your dagger. You want it right
Yeah.
there, or
I want it to be.
you can move it.
Yeah,
so.
I enough for them to see that if they walk here, they will get. Oh wait. No, I cast it close enough of them, like this, they get it all the same. Like I don't know, like here because they can't stop running so fast.
Okay.
Just at the zone where they can't stop, or if they stop, they get it. to get the trap.
Okay.
Oh, it's hard to speak in English today.
Okay. So you cast that, and then you guys walk a couple more feet with Mato slowly getting healed, and then once more, Ans is just like, help me think of words, just because he needs to be able to speak to heal.
Well,
As of right now.
It's an incantation. You need words.
Yeah. But no, like in specific.
Yeah. That's what incantations are. Is specific words.
But anyways,
That said.
so Zuzo, you look up ahead, and you see a golden wall, and Yuka is still pointing in that direction.
Take my hammer and while running. Oh, it's a two-handed hammer, isn't it?
Yeah,
God damn it.
but yeah, you know this golden wall, and you also know.
Do I know the golden wall?
You guys came through this church,
Oh,
and on the other side of the wall was the altar.
I see a red goblin.
Yes, you do, and he's looking around, trying to find the light that was there.
Okay, I did. I quickly put you down, tell him one with me, and then I grab my hammer. So running down or that way?
It's your call.
No, where is she pointing?
This way.
Oh, okay. I guess I grab my hammer and go that way to the wall.
To the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so you and you could go to the wall.
To the gate. I mean, the golden gate thingy.
Oh, the door's down here.
Oh. Then I go down to the goblin, not give me a shit, and then try to run over it. You know, kind of like
Trample it.
basically,
Okay.
not killing it.
Make a athletics.
That didn't work.
What'd you get?
8.
You are stomping him.
I lost my dice. I got it.
And yeah, he's currently on the ground. And Yuka just is right behind you.
You just see his glance at it, and she's just running like this. And then all the way back there.
Yeah. So Vaya, you see Zuzo and Yuka turn the corner.
I'm so glad they think about us every day. I wonder what I would do without them.
And
He
then
secretly likes Kenshi.
and Mato's like, where did you find him again? And
That's all I want to
Yeah.
think about it.
Zuzo secretly likes Kenshi. Like, he enjoys his company.
Via, you would notice that the goblins start walking through. So I need you to roll 4d4, I believe.
44.
I think so. Yes, 4d4. Nice. 3 of the goblins die as they run through your daggers because the big guy is pointing in your direction, but this big one just charges through.
Oh shit.
I mean, I'd say he's big, but he looks like a dwarf size.
Oh, okay.
He's just bigger than the rest.
But he got some.
Yeah, he
some,
he got hurt, but you see that he's bleeding and he's bruised from Anzin, but he's still chasing after you guys. But the other 3 are just on the ground. Anzin then puts a hand on his chest and he takes a deep breath. And you see him light up a bit, and then all the wounds close. And he goes, if you're going to go get Kenshi, go get him. I'll stop this guy.
you sure you can do it alone?
And he turns around and runs back.
We don't really have the choice, right? Can I just cast? No, maybe I won't cast because if I miss, he will get everything. Then it's better that it's better that I go away. I don't want to I don't want to kill someone else. Maybe can I? No, I won't use charm. I use. Can I just cast dancing lights right in the face of the goblin? Like this, I'm sure it won't miss.
You do it, but like it blinds him for a bit, but he just gets even more mad.
Yeah, but that's just for the other to get the time to eat to eat the short diversion.
Hmm. And from the side of from right next to you, you see Mato with like this blue flame that surrounds her hand. She points that at the goblin. Boosh! Shoots a blue spear, shoof, hitting it. Where are you? There you are. All right, hits the goblin. The goblin's pretty pissed, but Mato's like, look, if he says go, go. You can leave me here. I'll help him.
If you sure you can handle it, I go after Suzo and Yuka.
So do you leave Mato?
Huh?
You leave Mato and you run after, or
you should follow. Maybe I don't know. What do you want to do, Mato? She can decide then.
leave
What do
me?
you want to do? Okay, but don't get hurt, please. And if you see anything wrong, go away.
No promises. And then she sits down to like get a better stance. But you start running.
I do.
That's about as far as you can get. So Zuzo, back to where you are. This goblin's currently on the ground after you just stomped on top of it, but he's still like. What do you want to do?
As Yuka, she could like.
She's still
finish him
pointing.
off.
Okay. And do you run this way? Because this is where the door was.
Yeah.
Okay. And Yuka follows. And then she turns around and she shoots a fire.
Oh, the bonding!
And you hear the fire, and then you hear.
If you're almost dead for it.
And you see, you see the door in front of you. It's still open because you pushed one of the doors open, and you're about to reach outside, but that's as far as you can go.
Okay.
I need to roll some things here. Okay, so Via, you look back and you see Anzen get hit in the face, boom, and then he hits him back, boom, and then Mato shoots one more beam, but this goblin is still standing.
But like, he will keep standing no matter what, or he will die eventually.
You don't know.
I don't know.
But then you hear a screech from the church, and it's now your turn.
Oh my. I just shout. I can see Mato, right?
Yes. Yeah, she's sitting on the ground shooting.
I said. I send her a message like, if you please keep going in the direction of the church if you have to. Try to retreat in case of.
You reach out, and she's a bit too far away for that.
She's too far away.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, never mind. I thought it was. Oh yeah. Okay. So you said what?
I said that she should start to go in the direction of the church in case of, not to stay where the other goblins could be.
Okay, so she replied with, yeah. We'll be up the ladder.
Up the ladder?
Mm-hmm. You remember there was a ladder.
Okay.
So what do you do now?
I keep going to follow Suzo and Yuka.
Okay. So you get about right here, and you see lying on the ground this tiny little goblin burning in yellow fire.
That's my girl. Keep going.
Alright. So Zuzo and Yuka, you guys walk outside. They don't know you're following.
What are you doing?
Gotta catch up, boy.
You're splitting the group. It's the
And
worst thing to do.
and you see on top of the altar, Kenchi. He's currently knocked out on this throne made up of flesh and bone.
Ew.
And right next to him looks like this lava dwarf.
I
He's-
guess he's stopping it.
Yuka runs to the side of you and just shoots fire.
Oh,
Okay. And then he turns around and he's like, "Who dares fire on me?"
hi. That's all I see you could do it, to be honest.
Yeah, and you
Yes,
look.
I was mistaken. Sorry.
Yeah,
Let me
it's-
go back.
So you look at him and he has like this long beard that like reaches down to like his waist area. Once more, he's a dwarf. He's pretty thick and built. He has a Viking helmet with horns on it, and as he looks at you, he reaches into his chest and just pulls out a mace.
I guess Zuzo would just like slide you behind him and then set his weapon ready.
Yuka fights back,
Alright.
and she's like, "No, no."
It's like, are you sure?
Mm.
Alright.
Or it's more like this. Mm. Yeah, she's mad, quote unquote.
I guess you'd be like, alright then, don't get killed.
All right. So what are you doing?
Charge and attack. Can I do that?
Go ahead and make an attack.
I swear to God. It was.
Via Zuzu can't roll. Like for some reason, it just rolls off the bed every time.
17.
Because I'm not here.
17. Okay,
You
so
know, man needs a bit of motivation.
so roll.
What kind of motivation?
Hey, yo, we're fighting, okay? Roll 2d6.
that was her idea. 6. What?
Okay. So you bring up your axe and you're like, or your hammer, you're like, "Ah!" Boom! You smack him in the face. And then some of the lava spills out and burns you in the process. You take 2 points of damage.
Lava burning a demon. Is that logical?
Lava burns
Lava
everything.
Mm.
Okay, so that's that. Via, what are you doing?
I keep going and trying to join
Do
them. Sorry.
you want to deal with the goblin?
I want to what?
There's a goblin that's on fire. He's still screaming in front of you.
I think I really don't care.
Just pass by. Yeah.
I won't even try to end his misery. I mean, it's busy. Leave it busy.
Okay. So you get about there, but you don't see anything. You don't even know there's a fight on the other side. Yuka will then, let's see, does she have anything? Okay. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay. So so you hear Zuzo from behind. And Via, you would hear this as well. But you're focused on this dwarf and you just see this fire. It completely misses, but it burns in front of you. You see this yellow fire just like fly by you. What are you doing?
Me?
Zuzo.
Oh, I So I got the lava on me. Did he take damage?
Looks like it, but now he's looking at you. He's like, "This is gonna be fun."
Can I get back, take distance, and shoot arrows?
If you back away right now, he gets a chance to hit you.
Fine. Attack again. The hammer.
Okay, roll.
16.
Okay, 2d6.
1. 4.
Okay. Once more, the lava falls on you.
How much damage did I take the first time?
You took 2.
2.
Yeah.
How much damage do I have?
You have 30 after this second lava attack.
Okay.
But now he smiles at you and he swings at you. Nope, just swings wild. Woof. But this one comes back. Bah! Whacks you in the back of the head.
Oh, god damn it.
Luckily, it's only for fucking 7 damage.
Only 7?
Yeah. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. I rolled a 1 for damage, by the way.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
Okay, so Vaya, is now your turn.
I keep going. I follow the noise, I guess.
Yep. So you run and you look out the door and you just see this black figure looking towards the altar. Something that you've never seen before.
Is this Yuka? Out of the roleplay?
Yes.
Is Yuka?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh!
And then Zuzo, you hear as this black dragon just like lands right next to you. Opens its mouth and bites into the dwarf. Okay.
Must taste wonderful.
They make too
much noise.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do? You just saw this black dragon that you've never seen before fly right next to you and bite into the dwarf.
Does he know that she's a dragon?
You don't know. You've never seen this before.
No, I'm talking about...
You've never seen this before. You have no idea. Not even Vaya knows.
I don't know.
Well, Vaya does know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
Vaya
I'm
does know,
saying.
but Zuzo doesn't yet. Zuzo doesn't.
Okay.
But this is the first time you guys ever seen her do this.
I guess they want to attack immediately because he's taking care of the thing that he wants to get rid of.
Okay, so what are you?
The thingy dragon.
Yeah, so what are you doing?
Go to Kenji. Wow, he's distracted. The goblin's in her mouth, right?
It's a dwarf.
The dwarf?
It's a dwarf.
Oh,
It's a dwarf.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's small and
Go to Kenji.
So you pick up Kenji.
Yeah.
You also see that he doesn't have a shield. His shield is missing when you get there.
Guess I would quickly look for it, but still pick up Kenji.
Yeah. You look around, yeah, you don't see it, but you pick up Kenji. No problem. You see as you pick him up that the throne made up of flesh. You see that there was like claws that was like slowly sinking in or like getting closer to Kenji, and then as you pull him out, the claws retract.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. You still got some movement if you want.
Take this away from the giant black thing.
That's Yuka?
I don't know it's Yuka.
Alright, Brian, what are you doing?
I'm finally in the scene, I guess.
Yep. You get inside. You get inside and you see Zuzo carrying Kenji in his arms, and you see this black dragon just like duking it out with this molten dwarf. And
I
also, on the ground right next to you, you see the egg. Yuka's egg.
okay. Um, I mustn't touch the egg. I mustn't touch the egg. Then um, I will try to send. I stay near the egg, but well, near the egg. I mean, I don't go further in the room, and I want to send magic missile to the dwarf, I guess, because I understood that
Okay.
the dragon is nice.
Okay. Roll 3d4. I think.
3d4.
Yeah, 3d4. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So as these three magical shots just fly, and just like completely avoiding Zuzo and Kenshi and this dragon, you just shoot these three darts and just slams into this dwarf, and he's like, and then he swings at the dragon. Ooh! Oh my god! I'm sorry, Yuka. Just boom, smacks Yuka straight in the face, or the dragon straight in the face, and you see like some of the lava like leave a mark on its skin, and
No!
and she falls boom off the stairs, and then he chases after Zuzo,
Oh fuck.
and he says, "No, you can't have him until you win." What are you doing?
Damn it.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, shit, I have him in my arms.
Via also make a
I do something.
make an intelligence check, but Zuzo's your turn right now.
I know, I'm like trying to take distance. I want to take distance away from him so I can put him down. Kenshi's down. I forgot the name for a second.
If you run away, he's gonna hit you, and he might hit Kenji, but it's iffy. You don't know. But if you run away, he gets a chance to attack. Basically,
I can't attack with the thing because I have him in my arms. Unless I literally put him over my shoulder.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, if you run away, he has a chance to hit you. I'm warning you ahead of time.
Is dodging an option?
Yes, but you can't move. You just said, "I'm ready to die."
Dodge for now.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so noticing that this dwarven guy is right next to you, you just stand your ground, holding Kenchi in your arms, and you're just staring him down. And yeah, Via, you don't notice anything with that roll, but you see the dragon like start to like limber up, and it's just, and it's looking around, but it's looking the wrong way. It's looking this way.
Which way?
Which way?
Which way?
It's not changing. There you go. This way. She's looking like this.
Why? Okay.
She got hit in the head pretty hard.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, baby.
You don't touch your daughter. Okay. It's my turn.
Yes.
Oh, with the song. Okay, this is the boss. Okay, understood. Okay. Can I noticed that that magic doesn't seem to affect the guy, right?
I mean, when you shot him, You know it hit.
But it just lost.
Oh, hold on.
Pause.
Hello.
Hmm.
Yeah.
On the phone. I mean, like you could keep talking via.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I have work today because short staff, so I couldn't come in today.
You can mute your mic.
No, I stopped work at 4.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was trying to tell Zuzo to mute his mic, but whatever.
Ah, oh, okay.
If I
Okay.
Shall I
can't,
try
it's fine.
to send magic missile again against the dwarf?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
most
Have any
likely
other
try
good
it
idea? Just
Tuesday
to
because
attract his
that's
attention, so that
more likely
maybe
day I'd be free.
so maybe oh god, Zuzo can
Next
go a
Tuesday
bit
the 12th.
away
Okay.
Okay.
or do
Alright.
something else.
okay. So shoot. So
By
3d4.
Monday. Okay. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Boom, boom, boom. This guy's taking a lot of hits, but he is still chuckling.
Okay.
He's like, good, good. Keep fighting.
Alrighty.
I have a feeling it doesn't make any sense
Okay.
to fight this
Thank you.
guy.
Bye.
So the dragon notices that he's over there, stomps on over.
I hate
I
these
hate
appointments.
appointments.
So you see the dragon like stand up and walk over and like it seems extremely mad, and then bites the dwarf and chucks him, throws him. Boom! Hits the side of the altar. All right, Zuzo, what are you done?
So wait, what happened? All I heard was that
So-
she chucked him.
So Via was being extremely worried, so she's just shooting her spells at this guy, but this guy is like he's like yes, keep fighting, yes. And then
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
and then the dragon notices him speaking, crawls over, reaches around with its long neck, bites the dwarf, and just flings him to the other altar.
Rush the fuck out of there.
Okay, so you run back into the church. Okay. So,
I guess he would. Caesar was just like went past. It's like whoever you want to come with us, or you stay here with this lunatic.
It's just funny because
And he just
I
runs.
ran after you, and now you ran back.
yeah,
I
but
just here, and now you go away again.
yeah. So as Zuzo's running by you, Via, he's like, "Whoever you are, follow us."
I'm like, I'm too tired for this shit.
Zuzo, from the other side of the room, since you can see from within the door.
Oh wait. Should I? I think I should give Kenshi to Rhea, so I could have free hands in case another attack.
Well, you've already ran, so
Oh no, fuck me.
because you sprinted the fuck out of there. That's what you said. Yeah. So, but walking through the door, you see Anzin carrying a Mato, and they look fine.
Not for long. We can.
He got pretty fast.
But
It
no,
was like,
I'm
"One
just,
back, one back."
I'm just saying that's as far as you
Oh,
get.
okay, that's as far as I can go.
Yep. And this guy jumps on the dragon and like starts riding its back and starts like slamming his hammer into the dragon. Okay. Via, what are you doing?
I want him to leave the dragon. Can I send? If I send magic missile once more, can I make him go off the dragon?
Yes, you can try, but just shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3d4. Yeah, 3d4.
Hmm? It's
Yeah.
too far from me.
No, 3d4.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. All right, so once more you just spoof, 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 and you see him, and boom, falls off and lands on his back. And then,
Phil,
yeah, he fell. Do you want to move? You can still move if you want.
I call Yuka. I say, Go back to us. Don't try to approach him. Come back.
You look towards the dragon. You call that out, and then you can clearly see that nothing's getting through. Her eyes that are yellow are like you see like some yellow fire coming out of them. She is completely enraged, and then she raises up her arms and stands on her back legs and bam smashes down onto the dwarf. All right, so Zuzo Anzin says, "What the hell's going on out there? Give me Kenchi."
Hold on. Flaming dwarf, dangerous, fighting dragon, go.
Are you telling them to run back, or like are you?
Wait. She's fighting. Rhea tried to stop her, right?
Yeah, you heard Vaya say, "Yuka, come back! Like, you don't stop doing that."
I guess I wouldn't mind. I tell him that basically, and then give Kenshi to him. Run back to Rhea.
Oh yeah, Zuzo, you're doing.
Take it. I got
Yeah.
it.
So
You wanted me to be more active.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. But
I'm just like, you just cried.
you're like, I'm doing so much now. Yeah, that's as far as you can.
Making the marathon.
That's as far as you get, and then like you throw Kenshi to Anzin, and she's like, ah! And once more, Kenshi is like just a little bit taller than Anzin. You just throw him on. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah. But you run back outside and you see this dragon just like thrashing on the ground.
I guess
You could try to shoot, but you can't see the target.
I like to shoot. I get to go fucking.
Okay. So
I guess I would talk to Rhea to ask Yuka questionable.
so what do you ask exactly? I'm kind of confused on what you're trying to ask.
I went back and asked Yuka. Did you say Yuka? Rhea. Did you say Yuka with the question? Jesus Christ. Did you understand me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand you.
So
I point at the dragon.
okay.
I don't know the color, but I point at the dragon.
It's black. It's black.
Mm.
But Vaya, it's now your turn.
Well, I answer Suzo, and I tell him I can't talk to her. She just wants to ruin everything. She doesn't listen to me. Can I try to send a message? Maybe.
Yeah, you can try.
I try.
But it will take up your turn. I mean, like you can still move, but you won't be able to attack afterwards.
Well, since he says it doesn't. It's not like I have so many spells left. To be honest. I send a message. I try to speak to her.
Okay, what do you say?
You can get back.
You hear Kimu.
Nani?
Really?
Huh?
Did you just do a Korean thing?
No, it's Mong.
Oh, okay. I'm so used to you doing that voice with the...
Make a intelligence check. Very quick, just to see if you know anything about this. Via, since you're the one listening. 18, and I also need to check your languages because I forgot the language you picked. Oh yeah, you don't know it, but with an 18, you understand that this is Draconic.
Okay, that will help a lot, for sure.
So you want to move, or you're just gonna stay there?
I have the impression that if I grab the egg, I will get the dragon after me. But I'm not sure I want to do that. Because if she doesn't remember us or anything, she will just go and attack me. Not sure this is a good way to do. I don't know. How is the dwarf doing?
You can't see him. This dragon just
Oh,
stomping on him.
So is it
Poor dwarf.
dead?
You don't know.
Okay.
This dragon's still stomping. I'm just waiting for Vaya's turn to end because right next is Yuka.
I can't do much more. I can't. If I attack, is
No, you can't
it's
attack.
in front of me. I can't.
You already
Yeah,
used
I
your
can't
message.
attack.
So I was just asking if you want to move.
If I want to what?
Move, like walk away.
I won't move away. I stay because I stay near the egg.
Okay. So everyone would hear this as you guys know that it's Yuka now. Yuka leans over this dwarf and you guys hear Moo Do Da Day, and then you see this really bright yellow light and then oh, I need a bigger one. Hold on.
Huh? What's happening?
Oh no, I'm rolling on the because I need to roll 6 times, so I needed to roll on this. Okay. Okay, so that happened. Zuzo. Oh, actually, from behind you guys see a blue spear fly. Shoots Yuka right in the back.
Oh no!
She doesn't know. I'm sorry.
What am I doing?
My
But,
baby!
yeah, Zuzo, what are you doing?
So she's still in rage, right?
Mhm.
I guess you. Goddamn names.
Shout at Mato.
Yeah,
Did something wrong.
You want me to shout out Mata? I was gonna shout out Yuka and try to get her to stop.
You do whichever one. Mato just shot her.
It's too late
You
for
can
that
do
anyway.
both. If
I
I get an action is enough, it's
Hold on. Hold on.
he shot our baby.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I guess I would try to knock some sense into Yuka and then also tell Mato that she just shot Yuka.
Okay, so you say, you just shot Yuka! And then do you run up or you just yell at her?
I went up to Yuka. Safe distance. Safe distance.
Okay, so you get about like right here. And what do you say?
Just to say like you go snap out of it, you're losing control, and all that junk.
Okay.
All that junk.
Okay, so you say it
Can I roll?
if you want.
11.
Okay. So is that all you do?
Well, I shouted all
Um,
to her, but
At this point, you could see that she currently has her claw on him, on this dwarf, and he's like in between her fingers right here. So like right here.
I know.
Yeah. And like he is, for a guy that's made up of lava, he is on fire.
I wanted to sing something stupid, but
Irony!
Okay, so Vaya, what are you doing? Zuzo just told Mato like, you just fucking shot Yuka, and then runs up and starts trying to calm him down. Like, come on, you're losing control. What are you doing? Come back to us. So what are you doing, Vaya?
I tried to insist with the message too.
Okay, so you're gonna send another message.
Yeah, I tell to stop. We hear she doesn't need to get mad, and we are worried for her.
Okay. Um. Let's see. You tell her to stop, and you hear. What's the words? Damn it. I already said that. Yeah, I'm too lazy to think right now, so you just hear growling.
Try to sing a lullaby to her.
Do you say that
Try
out
to
loud?
sing. Huh?
Do you say that out loud?
No, it's not true.
Okay.
It's not what I would say.
Okay.
I would try to maybe make a contact with her.
I mean, you already tried with the message, but you're gonna walk up and touch her?
No, to make a physical contact, like to so she notice we are still here. But
Okay.
carefully, because no, not me, not me, not me, not
Oh,
me. I
oh.
can't, because I'm scared that if I leave and if something will happen to the egg, and I don't want it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I know Yuka is so careful about it, and
Okay. So Zuzo, you both of you guys will see this. She brings her head down, bites onto the dwarf, and throws him into the air. He he hits the ceiling, and it starts falling back down. And as he's falling, she's just shooting like these fire darts.
She really hates him, I guess.
And then he lands. Boom.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
on
know.
her?
Really get
Really
this
get
like-
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. What was it?
Is it dead?
You guys don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Zuzo in front of you. There's a crater where he just landed, and it's your turn.
I guess try to calm her down more. Like, is she already calm? Like, she's
She's
Yeah, I just didn't want to leave it on a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I guess it would go contact, like physical contact with Yuka.
Okay.
Since Vaya isn't close enough to do it.
Okay. What do you want to touch?
Shoulder.
How tall is
Too
the
high.
dragon?
Too high for you.
How tall is
Wait,
she?
actually no. She's a young dragon. No, you can touch her shoulder. Yeah. She stands roughly 15 feet tall.
Okay.
But yeah, you can touch her shoulder. So you touch the shoulder, and then boom, her head whips to you, and then like you see the fire that was lingering out of her eyes, just like shrink a bit, and then sooner or later you see the golden pupils of her eyes.
I guess it's like, hey, it's
it's
alright. Calm down. Kenchi's okay. Maya's okay. I'm okay. Are you okay?
Okay, so that's what you say.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Vaya, what are you doing?
I would send a message too saying Kenji is fine. He's with the halfling and Mato.
And
Maybe
then-
you want to see him, then calm down. It will be fine.
And then you see that she glances in your direction. And if a dragon could look sad, she is showing it. But then from the ceiling, a hit that the dwarf's mace falls down, boom, hits Yuka.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because Yuka threw him up into the air,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah, yeah,
his
yeah.
base got stuck, hit Yuka, and the fire in her eyes just like ignites once more, boom, and then she just slams onto this dwarf once more.
It's okay, Jesus Christ.
Man, that I'm a bit like, well, this is a toy. We can leave it play with it. That's like a stress ball, you know. She needs to let out the frustration. That's good for kids, you know.
It's
Uh,
good for kids.
Zuzo,
She
Zuzo,
express her artistic side. You have to let it go.
Zuzo, being really close to the action, I need you to make a dexterity saving
God
throw.
damn it.
That's why
16.
I didn't want to
16.
say
Okay, you're
anything.
good. You start ducking and weaving as like she is thrashing on this dwarf and like her tail's flinging everywhere, and you're like, whoa, shit. But
I guess just like it's okay, okay. It's just
You-
the weapon that fall down.
you glance into the crater that's a lot deeper now, and all you see is lava,
Like actual lava.
actual lava, like
Alright.
like this dwarf was a lava creature, and now there's just lava, meaning that she squished him to nothing.
Yeah. Well, lava.
Lava.
Yeah, so that happened, and she's still attacking it.
Hey, trying to calm her down again.
Okay,
I
what do you?
tell her that the mace that just fell down. It looks like he's dead. Jesus.
So, Fire, what are you doing?
If it's the dwarf was a lava creature, you said.
Yeah, but you don't know that the dwarf turned into lava. You think that it's probably still there as she is still thrashing on it.
Maybe I ask Zuzo to watch over the over Yuka's bag with the egg, and I try to join and the dragon, and I will use ice magic on the lava thingy when I see it.
Okay, so you guys swap spots, right?
Yeah. We switch.
Okay.
Time.
Zuzo, do you pick up the bag or you just leave it there?
I'll pick up
the bag.
Okay. So Via, you walk over and then you start like cooling down the lava and showing her that he's dead.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Zuzo picks up the bag, she whips her head, looks at you, runs over, and reaches out for you.
No, Jesus Christ.
Turn it back to
But
the
then,
ground.
then stops right in front of you.
Just so slowly
And then-
puts it down.
And then she
I haven't done that.
and then she pulls back, and as she's her neck shrinks, her whole body shrinks back to her human size, and then she just falls on the ground. Boom.
No.
Oh, baby.
And
I
you
ran to her too.
yeah, and you can see that some of her clothes are burning, some of her hair is burning because of the lava. But you pat her down, you put some cold on her, and then you pick her up.
Yeah.
You guys leave the egg.
No, take
No.
it, take it.
Okay.
I can take it if you want, Zuzo, or you take it, but you get extra careful with it, please.
Okay.
She didn't kill me, so I'll be fine.
Okay, but don't let anyone else touch it, please. I tell him before we join the others.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys come back inside, and you see that Anzin is like trying to heal Kenchi, and Mato's like, "That's her."
Yeah.
She is very confused. I'm trying to speed things up because Zuzo needs to go to bed, but just to make some just add a little bit of humor. This goblin that was burning now has this giant blue spear in its stomach. as Mato shot it.
Oh.
But it's no longer crying at least. So yeah, so that's where we're gonna end it.